Hello and welcome to this week's tarot reading. It's the last quarter moon in Virgo, so it is kind of like a time of being honest, gaining clarity, anything to do with our bodies and grounded wisdom, using this time to really focus on ourselves. And the first card we have today, which is the theme, and that is the heart of source, all-encompassing love, unconditional acceptance and serenity. So, this is really about embracing love from yourself and remembering it starts with you and from within. There is a portal in your heart at the center. So, really take this time to feel that energy. Be the love you want to receive, be loving to yourself. And by doing this, it helps you to be more fulfilled, and then you can share that love with others. It's about, creating from a place of love and joy and doing what really fulfills you. That is where the magic lies. So yeah, it could be a powerful time to, go within, to really gain some clarity on what it is that you want to create or do moving forward. So the next card we have is the High Priest, Intend and Create, and this is kind of influencing the theme or crossing the theme. And with the High Priest, he is the bridge between worlds. He is looking back, so I think maybe by looking back, evaluating how far you've come, or looking at anything in the past, may help you for the future. You're kind of being guided by spirit, to co-create your future. So you have this power inside you to build the future you have always dreamt of. So you are being guided, though, to create from your heart, not from your head and your logic. Kind of look back as he is and see how far you have come already. Where you focus your attention, the energy flows there. So really take some time to direct that energy on what it is you truly want to grow. Your thoughts and your words have a lot of power. So, really think of that, especially if you're going in negative spirals, because, what we kind of put our energy towards, kind of comes back to us. So the next card we have is our conscious thoughts, and that's partnership. So for me, this is saying the people around you, they are reflections of you, whether they are seemingly positive or seemingly negative, they are here to teach us and help our growth. You need to be your own teacher, as all of the answers do lie within you. So sometimes we can kind of look outside ourselves for answers, but really it does lie within us and our inner wisdom. So it is a time, to be honest with yourself and others and try and communicate what it is you truly desire. This can also indicate love from yourself or love from others. So, partnership, it isn't always necessarily just about the people outside of us. It can also mean our relationship with ourselves is what we need to focus on. But the next card we have is our unconscious thoughts, and that is the Valley of Unity. So this can kind of reveal, chapters of our lives, as you can see, with like the past and the mountains and things. Or it can kind of reveal like a time period. So I would say deep down inside you, it is love that connects all things. First, it is about giving yourself that love so you can live from a place of deep fulfillment first. That energy brings more love to you. You could be attracting also a partnership, whether that's professional or romantic or even a friendship into your life, that will lead you on your path ahead. This can also indicate a time of being in nature or being with community, getting out, meeting others. So if you have been, isolating yourself or putting yourself away a lot, as these two cards, it's kind of hinting at there is connections that we do want in our lives. Maybe you're not admitting it or something like that, or maybe you want a new relationship or something new to come into your life. So yeah, really take this time to, live from a place of love, but also go within to kind of see what it is you truly do desire. So the next card we have is the past, or that which is ending. I would say from this, you may have been trying to hold on to a person or a situation that no longer feels right for you. This can be really hard because it's, this can be painful, having this come to light. You may have been hoping for a certain outcome, but that you now realize isn't right for you. You may have been putting a lot of effort and energy into this, so it does make it harder to let this go. You are no longer avoiding your feelings though, because obviously this is coming to an end. So the illusion is kind of going. And this clarity and recognizing how you feel is going to help you as well. This does lead into the future, which is the Eight of Swords. From a place of from the emotions and feelings from above, I would say you are now kind of in a place of overanalyzing, and you're finding it hard to make a choice. There could be many options for you coming up as well. So this is really a time to go within, allow your intuition to guide you. Overthinking and overanalyzing, it won't help. So it is really about tapping into your inner wisdom and your inner guidance. A solution is coming to you. And with this being, Jupiter and Gemini, this could be an unexpected change, but it will lead you in a better direction in the future. It just can be a bit painful while we're going through this process. The next card we have is you and your energy, and that is the Underworld. So I'm going to read this from the book. There is no time to mince words. The archetypal territory of the underworld is fraught with nightmares, suffering, and pain. It is the darkest shadow realm, which we try vigilantly to avoid or deny at any cost. There, as we might, the darkness pulls us into its depths through disturbing dream images, unexpected accidents, illness, war, conflict, and ultimately death. Not visiting the underworld or denying its existence altogether is what gives it dangerous power. Traversing its forces, us bow humbly to the greater forces that be, while summoning the inner strength we previously underestimated. Take solace that the underworld subsumes everyone from time to time, making us deeper friends, more intimate partners, soldiers of light amid our shadowy times. Facing darkness and choosing light is the most profound calling of all. So, from this, I would say, as this is your energy, you are now facing your fears, through what we've been going through. To really digging deep into your subconscious, but, it can bring up painful memories or realizations of things that you may need to face. This process is necessary though for your growth. You are brave and strong. It can't be ignored or suppressed. All of your aspects, we are made of light and dark. So, facing your shadows, brings you into a place of truth and alignment. So, it can't always be, rosy and sunshine. Although that may be what we hope for, it's only by facing, those shadow aspects and the things in our lives that aren't no longer serving us that can really bring through that realization. So really dig deep into your subconscious, really take some time to go within, be honest with yourself. Maybe journaling could be really good for you at this time. It's always good for me. I do try and journal every day. So, just start off by writing anything and then just let it flow through. And sometimes this can also be how spirit guides you as well. So yeah, really take some time to be with yourself at this time. You might be going through some painful processes, but obviously the theme is about love and creation. So if we're creating from a place of love and facing our fears with love, we will move through this. The next card we have is the Starborn. So I will read that. And this is energy coming to us. An elusive yet radiant aspect of the self. The Starborn archetype points to the cosmic spark of light that arrives with each being at birth. The moment the newborn crowns, whether vaginally or surgically, the royal stars above are said to constellate in a unique shape that maps our path in the world. The idea of destiny is controversial, yet the Starborn naturally feels a sense of destination and purpose, aiming itself toward a future that is beyond the mundane. When this card appears, travel back to your birth story for clues and insight. What did you desire when you were young? Practice seeing your life from a mythic point of view rather than a series of logistics. Read the story of the three fates and envision yourself born under the stars with a unique destiny. So, through the alchemizing of your shadows, it's bringing you into a place of balance, where you are now ready to begin a new trajectory of your life. The theme being about love and creation, I would say, is a clue that is guiding you to look back to when you were young. What is it that you used to love to do the most? And what could you start doing again creatively that would really make you happy? I know that when I was young, I just loved doing everything. So it's hard if you look back sometimes, you're like, what did I really love to do? Because, I love to dance, sing, write, read. There were so many things. Lately, for me, I've been being called to kind of look into Egyptian mythology, reading the Book of the Dead, looking into the deities, the gods, the goddesses, and watching, documentaries on these things as well, because I really feel like I'm drawn to Egypt and I feel like I have a past life there. So, if there is anything that, that you loved to do, maybe really, and you haven't done it for a while, or there's something that you're thinking of doing, like a new hobby or an old hobby, now would be a really good time to start doing that. As sometimes we suppress these things, or we think they're silly, or we lose our confidence, after being a child. When we become a teenager, we stop doing the things that we really used to love to do, for fear of judgment and things like this. But, what is it inside that, you really crave for, or you really long for, or that really lights you up? It can be something really simple. For me, I also just love being in nature. Being outside, that really makes me feel like present in my body and gets me out of my head. So yeah, maybe just, yeah, like by going within and taking some time and, really focusing on love and self-love, you will start to realize, I'd say, the energy in which you want to be in going forward. The next card we have is Hopes and Fears, and that is the Sun. Each morning, the sun graces the night sky, summoning the dawn. Such is the energy of the sun card. With its arrival is an activation and a presence of vitality, of new beginnings. It is said the sun is linked to the hero archetype and the yang dynamic in Chinese alchemy. Through the sun's radiance, we are inclined to see ourselves fully and establish a sense of who we are. We gain confidence and clearer vision. In its light, we are assured that we too have an important role in the world. Associated with the masculine dynamics, the sun card certainly carries a risk if not kept in check. Remember, the sun never actually sets, it's the earth that pivots away. Assess whether it's time for you to awaken more fully or to turn away and rest. So I would say, your energy is now in a place that is ready to create and express from a place of love and clarity. The work you have been doing, on yourself is helping you gain confidence and a deeper knowing of who you are. You are here for a purpose. We all are. It can be many purposes, but sometimes there's especially one, deep down within inside that is meant to be expressed and shared. It does start with you, looking inside, as you are your best teacher, from a place of, honesty and creation, from love. You can help others, but you just need to be you. This is a fire card, and so is the below. They both have the triangle pointing upwards. So, fire is all about, transformation from darkness into light. So I'll now read the next card, which is our outcome or key, and that is Ash. Ash represents what has come before it. The fire is over now, and its flames took with it all recognizable form of what was burned. Only memories and the soft grey ashen substance remain. When this card appears, look back and sift through what has occurred. You are in the realm of ancestors, past relationships, and those that have passed to another realm. Be gentle with the process, as it is delicate and sacred. The Ash card asks us to tend to the true nature of endings, grief, and letting go. You may be asked to be present with others experiencing loss. When in doubt, be like Ash. It is silken, light, and easily carried by the wind. Soften into the memories and into the tears. Eventually, forgiveness follows, and the heart travels alight. Oh, that gave me chills. So obviously, this could also point to losing someone, or knowing someone that has lost someone. So you may be called to kind of be there for someone at this time, or just being with yourself. There could be painful memories coming up, with some of the cards that we've had. So, really take some time out, because if you do need to sit with those emotions, let it come through. It's okay to cry. If you just take yourself off somewhere and do this could be quite healing for you to do. You may also be guided to work between worlds or help people who are grieving in your role, in your job. So, I'd say by connecting with your ancestors or spirit, they will be a powerful ally in your development. So I'd say the decisions or the situations, you have been in, they could bring some grief. It does need to be accepted and processed. So really take your time with this, go within and really sit with your feelings. Don't ignore them. It is what it is, but by facing anything that's painful, it will help us move through this. So the animal card we have today is the rabbit. The rabbit loves to remind his friends that someday the eagle will swoop down and eat him. He talks and talks and talks about it, so loudly in fact that one day the eagle hears and thanks him for the great idea. Rabbit energy is alive when we are scared, most often about the future, and we become our own worst enemy. We spin up dust clouds of fear and then complain to others that we are lost. Notice your thoughts and words, oh rabbit, they shape your destiny. So I will now read the card for our angel number, and that is 111, intuition. Moderation, patience, flow, clarity, joy, movement, self-realization, taking action, and unconditional love. Time to implement long-cherished ideas. You're on the right track toward making your dreams and vision a reality. The right people, circumstances, and resources are being sent your way. Happiness and new opportunities are at hand. Trust in the process. So really take time to be with yourself. Don't rush on any decisions that you may need to make going forward. You may be scared, like the rabbit, or fear how your decisions and choices may affect your future. No choice is the wrong choice. We will all end up where we need to be in the end. It might just be course corrected. It might take a bit more time. Really listen to your inner wisdom and guide, as it will help you and lead you to the right places, people, and situations that are meant for your future. The key is to be loving to yourself, but to also be honest with yourself as well of what it is you truly want. So I hope this has helped in any way possible. And if you'd like to comment or share, like, subscribe, I'd really appreciate that. And until next week, thank you. Bye.